Yo, 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 what is up, my fallopian tubers? Cesario from the barrio coming back at you with another video for your butt. Man, I've been working a lot, man. But I work hourly, so working a lot means overtime, and the last couple of days, I've been enjoying spending my money I've made. I'm not gonna say I made a lot of money. To me, it was a lot of money. You know what I mean? Depending where you're at. I don't want anybody, but say I worked a few days and I got $600, and I'm just like, whoa, I got $600. That's a lot of money for me. Because it's dispensable money. And someone might just jump in and say, that's it, $600 is jump change. To each their own, man. But man, I've been spending the last few days just spending money with my wife, going to all these antique stores, all these thrift stores. I'm a hoarder, so I'd rather buy 100 things that make me happy than one giant item, that I'll just stare at. But anyways, man, the taste of victory. Glad my Dodgers made it. It was a dream come true watching them beat the Yankees. I'm so glad I got to experience. Chances are I'm not gonna get a ring like most other or every other major league grounds crew does. But man, the experience of being there, they let me take a picture with the trophy, man. It was a great time, man. Man, those few days were awesome watching the World Series. I'm so glad my team did it, and I wish everybody could experience it, man. I hope every team, wins a World Series, and my friends, lifetime, whatever team you're rooting for, man, because it's so great, man. I don't know what it is about it, man. I love baseball, and watching the Dodgers beat the Yankees was just so great for me, you know. But anyways, I bought a lot of little things. I already put one item on layaway, which is not like crazy, but man, it's just something I wanted, and I went for it. But yeah, man, I went and I just came back from getting my car windshield fixed. I broke my car windshield, man. That thing was $450. I was like, what? I was thinking I was never gonna get it fixed. But luckily, this overtime kind of paid for it. So got my windshield fixed, and I don't gotta worry about getting pulled over or that thing breaking and smashing his beautiful face. You know what I mean? But I'll share with you guys. You know, when during the parade we got to work at the stadium. That's where I took my picture. Like during the celebration, came out with one of these World Series helmets. They gave us a goodie bag. We got to sit in front of the stage where it was supposed to be like all mostly family and friends, and past players. And there was a few empty spots, so I think they just wanted to fill them up. And they let the ground crew, there was like 12 of us or whatever. They let us take those empty spots, and each of those chairs, it had a bag, so everybody got to grab a bag. I had a Dodger hat in there. It had a T-shirt in there, and it had a license plate cover on there by their sponsor Yamaha. And so what they also gave us is a gift certificate for Yamaha. $300. It's a $300 gift certificate to get chips or whatever to gamble there. I don't gamble, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably give it to my mom. That'll make her happy. She goes to Yamaha to gamble, that casino. And I was lucky enough to find on the floor while we were taking my World Series picture one of the bottles that the players had that they were drinking. So a nice souvenir right there. So that was awesome. And while I don't know if any of you guys saw me do the snow angel with the confetti. So people were texting me, hey, can I have some of that confetti? So I grabbed some of that confetti that I'm gonna send out to a few people. During Game 2 World Series, I did get infield dirt, so a lot of people will be getting some of this. I got it authenticated. I didn't think I could get a cup of dirt authenticated, but I did. I don't know how you would look that up. But so that was cool. So like I said, man, and me and my wife, the last few days, we've just been going through every thrift store, um, every uh, every antique store, man. I love antiquing. You know, I got this Daniel Boone hat, antiquing. It was like $2 or something. Awesome buy. You know, that's just me. Like one of the things I went to Frank and Sons. You know, I showed this before. The one I got this Michael Jordan doll. What a sweet buy, dude. That was like $5, I think. You know, I've been getting a lot of comic books. I think I showed up these ones the first day that I bought them. But check it out, DuckTales, the very first issue, number 1. Well, how much was this? $3 for the very first DuckTales. Uh, $5 for the very first Mickey and Donald Christmas issues. I mean, so man, these things just bring a lot of joy to me, man. You know, I'm glad that you know $5 purchase just brings so much joy to me. But let me see this. So I did buy a lot of I would spend hours, man, going through all the comic books. I'm not a comic book collector, but if I see a comic that just you know speaks to me, I'll buy it. You know, I bought this Fighting Marines, Hercules, uh, Fantastic Voyages of Sinbad, Lost in Space, the Family Robinson. So you know, I just buy stuff that I think is cool, man. And man, this stuff is so cool, man. It's history. It's history, you know, and it's childhood history, you know, which makes it even better, you know. And so when I did go to Frank and Sons, a couple things I did pick up. I picked up this Fernando Valenzuela button, $5. Sweet. I used to have one. My mom. I'll probably give this to my mom. I got this Frank Thomas. You know the guy. You know it's authenticated. It's numbered. And you know I just saw the card. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, man. I wanted that. So I got it, and the guy was like, I was like, how much for that for this Frank Thomas card? And he was like, is that a card? He's like, let me see it. It's crazy how some of these dealers, they don't even know what they have. Like, you know, he opens it up and he looks at it and he's all like, oh, it's authenticated. He's looking at it. So I'm thinking the price is going higher in his mind. And he says, how does $10 sound to you? And I was like, oh, great. You know, and I got it for $10. You know, it's worth it to me. I don't care what it's worth. You know, but I thought it was great. And then went to the next table, Miriam, my favorite dealer, and I picked up a couple of cards from her. So check it out. I got a Nolan Ryan from the 78. I mean, and then a 72 Roberto. I think I have this card, but I'm not sure. But it looked good, so I wanted it. And then I got this Reggie Jackson for $15. So check it out. It looks great. I mean, it looks awesome, but it's been recolored. But it looks great. So I more than likely, when I start working on my 61, I'll probably put this on the spine. You know, I'll probably put it on the spine. But it's recolored, so it's, what would you call it? Tampered or whatever it's called. But I don't care. I thought it was awesome. It was $15. It was just they had some other cards that were like almost in equal condition, just a little bit less for less money. But I bought the recolored one because I just thought it looked awesome and I thought it would look great on my spine. So speaking of the spine for the 71 tops, so after that, I was going through all her binders. You know, she has binders just full of like cards just everywhere, and you know, and they're all random, so random. You know, there'd be Mickey Mantles next to Reggie Jackson, Harmon Killebrew, and all different years and just all kinds of different pricing. And I love going through her stuff. And then she had a book of all 71s for 50 cents each. And then she had a smaller binder of all 71s for 75 each. And I was like, oh man, this will be a great starter set because I need a starter set for the 71. So I asked her, How much for the both binders of the 71? You know, and I didn't even really go through them. And then she just counted the cards and came up with the price of 300. And I was like, "Ooh, that's a lot of money for my blood." But you know, and then I started going through the book, and there's a lot of doubles and triples and quadruples. But you know, I need those for trade anyway, so I put them on layaway. So I put $100 down, and I got a 71. You know what I'm calling the starter set, even though that's not what it's intended to be, but it will be for me. I'm gonna use it as a starter set for my 71. So I put the $100 down for that layaway, and I owe $200 more. Today I should be getting my check in the mail for the World Series games. You know, so I will go back on Wednesday and give another $100. So after that, I went to and to go buy some sheets. You know, getting ready to start the 71. So when I get those cards out of layaway, I'm gonna start putting them in order and put them in a binder. And I got a binder, so I'll be ready for the 71 when it comes in. And another thing I bought at the antique store that I didn't show, where is it? Oh, was this card, because it features Salacious Crumb. Yeah, Salacious Crumb, one of my favorite characters from Star Wars, and it's rare. It's rare. I went to a toy store today. I'll show that tomorrow. I went to a toy store today, and I bought a figure that also included Salacious B. And this toy store, man, they had all the Ghostbuster toys, like all the Star Wars toys, Voltron, like everything from when I was a childhood, G.I. Joe. It was a big store, man. They had so many awesome, expensive collectibles. And then I saw a little box that had Salacious Crumb in there with another character, and I bought that one. And then I asked the guy, I go, "Do you have anything else Salacious B?" I go, I really love Salacious B, and I'm just looking to buy any Salacious B merchandise. He's like, "No." He's like, "That character hardly has anything ever made. The only time you'll see him is in collaboration with another character." You know, so I was like, "All right, man, thanks a lot." But yeah, man, been having a blast. Oh, and another thing I've been buying for my collections is also I collect uranium glass. So those are, if you see my videos, I made a couple of videos about my small collection. I'm hoping to grow it because now it's starting to get cheaper. It's one of those products that during the boom, a lot of influencers were making videos, and man, it got really expensive, and now it's dying down. So the prices are going down, which is more in my realm because I buy this stuff to keep, not to sell. So I don't want to overpay for this stuff. But show you a couple of items that I got. Let me see if these lights are in the way. Oh, where's my flashlight? Flashlight. What did I do with my light? Oh, it's right here. All right, so uranium glass is glass that back in the days they used uranium, like they make the atomic bomb with, to make glass green. It was for another reason to make glass green, because there was blue glass, red glass, purple glass. But to make it green, they started using uranium to get that green color. All right, so uranium, it's radioactive. So this is a radioactive plate. You put a ultraviolet light on it, and it glows. So I look for interesting pieces, man. And this, a regular plate like this, like just plain, you can find them for $5, $10. But normally when they have all this detail and stuff like this, man, they'll shoot up to $50, $100. And luckily I got this one for I do believe, I want to say it was $20. And I thought it was a steal, man. But love it, man. And then I got a different type of like a porcelain, also with uranium in it. So it also glows. So this will be in my, hopefully one day I'm going to have a cabinet just showing off my uranium glass with black lights in there with it all glowing. But man, it's been great. It's been a lot of work and a lot of celebrating, man, and a lot of enjoying. You know, just like I said, I just spend a lot of time with my wife just shopping every day, and I'm glad we both shop for cheap stuff. You know, there's no going to the Louis Vuitton, no going to the mall. You know, we're going to the swap meet, we're going to the thrift store, we're going to the antique store. You know, and I'm glad I could get a lot for my money. My money goes a long way. You know, the way us poor people are, I guess. But man, I'm so happy with all the stuff I got. I'm so happy with the Dodgers winning the World Series. You know, it really was. It really was a dream come true. And holding that trophy, you know, it was so awesome. And then I sent that picture to my mom, sent a picture to my dad, my sister. And then my mom calls me, you know, she was like, my God, I got the chills. You know, when I saw that picture, I got the chills. Like, how did you know, she wanted to know how I was able to take the picture. So it was awesome, man. My family's a baseball family. I watched game 3 at my dad's house with my sister. We had a big party in the backyard. So it's been awesome. You know, I'm glad I got a World Series ball. You know, the Bat Boys, one of the Bat Boys, after game 2, gave us this ball, gave everybody a ball. The balls. So this is mudded up. You can see it's not like shiny white. It has the mud on it, ready to be played with, ready to pitch. So he gave us one of the boxes, a dozen balls that was meant to be used in the game, but didn't get used. You know, so that's pretty awesome. Got the dirt. You know, it was great, man. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to get emotional, man. But it was such. It's awesome. It is awesome, man. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed to have gone through it and experienced it. So happy for my team. You know, and it is my team, so it feels like it's a part of me, even though I'm really not a part of it. But I guess I do work for them. But anyways, man, how long is this? It's already going on 20 minutes. I didn't really show anything off. But anyways, I did go again, and I bought a couple of things here, and I got a couple of other comic books that I got yesterday. So, love the hobby, people. And just keep collecting baseball cards forever, I said. Ciao! Oh, and I had these in my locker from Hello Kitty night. What do you think? Do they bring out the brown in my eyes? Let's go Dodgers! Let's go Dodgers! Woohoo!